Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki Jones, and if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not and you're returning, thank you. I appreciate you, especially those that do comment and like and share my stuff. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Um, this is my second round. Ziggy got a little bit too noisy, so it got a little bit too difficult to actually record. I had to keep stopping and starting, so I'm giving it another bash. I've been recently diagnosed with cervical. Um, Let me start that again. I've recently been diagnosed with degenerative, severe, progressive, degenerative cervical myelopathy. Wow, it's quite a mouthful, isn't it? So basically, cervical spine is your neck. This is your cervical. I've got problems in my neck here. So one of my discs is bulging, and I've also got like little bone growths on my spine, which they'll just pick off with a pair of tweezers or whatever. So I feel that it cracks all the time, especially when I'm on movement. It cracks all the time. I'm just going to back up a little bit more. It cracks all the time. So it is kind of, I know I've got it. I know it's not a joke. I know it's serious. I've been told it's serious. I've not had much luck though, because my consultant surgeon, who was supposed to do the operation on the 18th, I was going to go into a private hospital. Woo-hoo. I wasn't paying private, but I was going to go into a private hospital to have it done. But anyway, it got cancelled. He has COVID, so I'm back to square one now. 2 days before surgery, COVID swabbed everything, and it got cancelled. Gutted, absolutely gutted. I'm now back on the waiting list. My doctors have written to the surgeons and excavated it, so hopefully it should come through quite quickly. Basically there's two lines of like white fluid that you can see on the x-ray, and one part of it is missing. So, and it's so progressive that every time they do another MRI scan, it's very different. So that's why it's severe progressive. Now, degenerative means that it's going to be with me. It's going to carry on sort of crumbling away, and in another few years, I'm going to need more surgery. But one of the reasons I'm doing this video is, one, it's a vlog, and two, I actually had to go to A&E on Friday night because I'd spoke to the lady in the hospital where I was having it done. She was the nurse specialist for myelopathy. And she said to me, because I was feeling dead feelings in my body, like in my arm would go dead all of a sudden, like a pain in my arm would feel like it was dead, like as if someone had sat on it and then got off and it felt dead, you know. It was a real deep pain. And I felt this in a few places. So she said, get your overnight bag. You need to come into hospital. You need to stay overnight. And we need to do this operation. You need it done. You're close to being paralysed. Now, when I said this to my GP, she laughed and she said, I've never heard of anything so ridiculous. They told you that? I said, no, they didn't say about being paralysed. I'm adding that because I'm worried, because I need this surgery. So anyway, on examination of my neck, he was examining my glands here, and he noticed that they're very swollen. Now, yes, I have noticed this before, but I just thought, do you know what, I'm not saying nothing because I don't want to be like, oh, she's got COVID, do you know what I mean? So it was just when it was all crucial, so I kind of ignored it, and it's kind of just, they're swollen, but I've never done anything about it. So anyway, the doctor's now written to my GP to say that I need to have tests run because it is suspected that I have this other condition. I don't want to say it again. So I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit scared. I know that, yeah, you know, things that they can do now, but it's just another thing, you know. I was concentrating on my spine and my legs and everything, and now I've now had to go across, and now I'm to the stage of like, now I've got something else that's even more serious that needs investigation, and all I've done is a whole year of investigations. So, law of attraction, I need to start thinking very positive. Please give me strength, you know. I try to be positive, but I do know that I do research a lot of stuff. So when I find out something, I look it up because I want to know what I'm up against. I think that's normal. I'd really love to hear for anybody else that's had this surgery. If anybody else has had their spine fused, basically they're going to give me an anterior dissectomy and fusion. So it's only a day case. You're in, you stay overnight and you're out, and you come out the next day, hopefully, unless they take bone from my hip. Then there's 2 wounds, and that means I'd stay in longer. So I still don't know. I thought it was all going to be done by now, but things happen for a reason. Whatever that reason is, I'm here, I'm waiting, I'm trying to be positive. I'd love to hear your comment. I'd love to hear anybody else that has a story like mine. Obviously the beginning was just pins and needle feelings in my fingers, and I had to keep doing this with my hand constantly, and I've got bad arthritis in my fingers, so I thought it was that. And then I had steroid injections in both of my wrists for carpal tunnel, which was what I was getting treated for. But the surgeon noticed that I had this this thickening of my cervical spine, and he said he needs to keep an eye on it, and that's how they really found it. And plus I'd had this test done to test my nerves to see if where it was coming from. Anyway, I had that test done, and I've had many MRI scans. Finding out that I've got progressive, degenerative, severe cervical myelopathy. Finding out I've got that, I probably said that the wrong way around, but finding out that I've got that was enough. You know, I've got enough going on, but to be told now that they think I've got throat cancer was a bit like, wow, you know. And I know that with cancers there's a primary, so it, you know, is there a tumour in my neck? I don't know. I won't know until they actually get in there. So I'm left waiting, and thank you, COVID. You've ruined it for me. You know, I should have had this done in August. It's now the end of December. I'm now going to go into another year. I'm back on the waiting list again. I mean, wow, I'm back on the waiting list. Imagine how many other people are back on the waiting list because he's gone off with COVID. He's going to have had about the next 3 weeks are gonna be all extra patients, like 3 weeks worth of patients. How many surgeries that he's missed is gonna be massive. So it is a bit annoying, but I do believe things happen for a reason. I don't know what this reason is. God knows what this is. You know, it's just kind of a little bit mad. Yeah. Anyway, please take care. Thanks for listening. All right. And while these times are hard, do you know, just be true to who you are and make time for yourself, even if you're in a relationship, even if it's a crap relationship or wherever it is. Make time for yourself, even if it's for a bath. Take time for yourself and learn who you are and understand who you are and be who you are. And be your higher self. And that's something that was taught to me on my spiritual journey, is be who you are, be yourself, be your purpose, be your higher self. Speak from your higher self. You know, when your higher self says to you, you say, oh, I can't do this, and your higher self goes, yes, you can. You know, you can do this. You've got this. You've got it. Go on, you've got it. You know, that's your higher self. Be that higher self. And that's my advice to anybody out there that gets stuck and feels that they haven't got a voice. You have got a voice. Get it out there, you know, before it's too late. You know, be who you came here to be and live your purpose. Love who you are, and that way you'll shine. If you don't like who you are, how is anyone else going to really like you? If you don't love who you are, how is anybody really going to love you? You've got to be the one that's in control of yourself. You're the one that needs to take that firm hold of yourself and say, right, come on, we can do this. And that's where I'm at the minute. And that's how it's going to get me through this. You know, even on my own, I'll get through it. We all get through it. Just keep your friends close, isn't it? And yeah, have a good Christmas. Even though I know there's people out there that, you know, could be watching this well into next year, 2021. I'm 2020 right now. And whenever you watch this, it's going to be in the future. It's going to be my future too. So whenever you watch this, maybe you're supposed to watch it. So give me a comment down below. Give me a like. If you're not subscribed, I really appreciate people subscribing. I do lots of different videos, and I will be doing a vlog over my cervical. I'm having an anterior discectomy and a fusion of my cervical spine, which is my neck. So I will be vlogging about that. So stay tuned.